Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this great wide world of ours. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I've been noticing a lot lately. I've been taking the bus and a few other odds and ends things around town, watching things. And the thing that I've been seeing that is a concern of mine is people not aware of their surroundings. This is an issue, I think, with people because I think this is part of the consequence of the post COVID era, COVID 19, is that people are not aware of their surroundings. Example was taking the bus. I wanted to go to the bank and just took the bus because I was sending some emails. And an elderly lady got on the bus, and there were people that were sitting in what I call the front of the bus, and they really did not get up to let the elderly lady sit there. And I found that baffling in the first place. But they were just like on their phone and they weren't really aware of their surroundings. So, and the issue for me is that when we have to be aware of our surroundings. But I think some of this also has to go with the fact that we have to be empathy or have high empathy for people. And I think we've lost a lot of that in itself, that we're not aware of our surroundings, but then we don't have empathy for, like I said, for elderly people, especially that need to get on the bus. I mean, the lady had a walker, and you could tell when she was getting on the bus that she was struggling to get on the bus. So the issue becomes, as a society, shouldn't we be aware of where our surroundings are and where we need to do to help other people to better their lives? And right now, I'm in the middle of reading. I'm working on my next book, which is the Abundance book. And next Friday, also, I have or next Saturday, I should say, I have my conference on, relationships, friend or foe, and where things go from there. So, but the concern of mine is, what do we do with an individual that doesn't or is not aware of their surroundings? So, in essence, what we need to do is take and be more cognitive of where we need to be in life. And the issue for me concerns that is we need to be more sympathetic and increase our empathy. And I wrote a book couple years back. It's called Increase Empathy, Increase Self-Esteem. So in other words, what I wrote about that book was, if we increase our empathy and we start looking and helping others, we increase our self-esteem because we are not in this other me attitude, but we're in this other attitude. And when you're helping others, it keeps you in a positive state of mind, and it creates what I call this life of abundance. In other words, you're grateful. Like, for instance, this morning when I got up, I knew I had to go pick up a chair that was at my other place before I left before. And I knew I had my winter jacket coming. So what I tried to explain, or shouldn't say explain, but was playing in my mind, was grateful. Yeah, I'll go get this. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. And I wanted to get the chair, got it back, and got it assembled. I know when I ordered the chair, somebody reached out to me, well, we can build it for $40. And I thought, I can put the chair together myself. I'm not, say, not instruction challenged. So, in essence, what I was able to do is increase this by my empathy, because I said, I'm not going to pay the $40. I'm just going to have this and do it myself. And then that increased my self esteem and motivation to get this done. So, anyway, the point that I'm trying to say here, folks, is to say that we have to be aware of our surroundings. And if we're aware of our surroundings, we can see or notice other things. But I think part of the issue that comes with people is that they are not in this positive state of mind or this state of abundance. And I think that's important too, because once we're in that state, we're more cognitive of what's going on around us and more willing to help other people out as well. So, what we try to do, and I'm telling people on here, and I talked to a person on Monday, is you have to be aware and have a positive attitude in life. Like I said, I'm reading a book right now, Marcus Aurelius, on meditations. And more or less what the book says is that we have to be in a state of gratefulness and that we have to have a positive mindset so to increase things. The goal is not necessarily what that other person is doing for me or wrong me or whatever, but that really the, the issue becomes not really, that issue is not with you, but that issue becomes with the other person. So what we're trying to do is not look at the other person. And I've said this before, when you point your finger at somebody, you're giving up your authority, you're giving up that empowerment that you exist, because when they say, you did me wrong, and then it's like, you're giving up that authority because you're actually saying that. So another incident that I can think of is I was looking at doing something part-time last year, and I reached out to the person, and the person never got back to me. And even though I still believe we're friends, something might have happened, etc., and might have been what I call lost in translation. And you just move on from there, and you don't really reflect on that person, but reflect on, well, the situation is, something came up, and you got to look at other alternatives, because really, technically, life is a challenge, and it's what you make of those challenges to move life forward. One thing I'm looking at, for instance, is, what is my passion? One of my passions is teaching. I loved when I was teaching. So I'm trying to refocus on that area and saying, yeah, this is really what I want to do, and move forward with that, not necessarily getting into an issue of working as a nonprofit. And I think that takes time. The final issue is when we're thinking about increased empathy and being aware of our sound. Things take time. It don't necessarily happen over a short time, but it occurs over a long period of time. So, you're going to run into people that are self-absorbing, people that, are more interested in their behalf and not necessarily theirs. And it's how you treat that situation. So anyway, these are some food for thoughts for people for this week. Normally I do a video on Saturday. Had some time today, and I thought, well, this is a good time to do a video. Anyway, remember, I do have a conference next Saturday, 8 to 12 on relationship, friend or foe. Reach out to me if you have any questions about that. Also, I do have books available on Amazon, self-published, and they are available online. Most of them are they're not over expensive, because the goal, my intent is to educate and inform people and not to make money off the books. So anyway, the point is, have a great week. Enjoy your weekend, and we will be talking to you soon. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.